What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Is Move finally legit? I swear this was the first archetype that made me fall in love with Snap. I thought my multiple man deck was so creative and amazing until I realized it sucked. But as you guys know, Move got a huge boost in competitive power with Dagger, recently receiving an incredible buff in the recent patch. Mix that buff with today's deck, Mighty Move, for a huge burst of potential for the archetype, giving us another massive threat in power against our opponent. I kid you guys not, Dagger is now so awesome. She was always right there, but this is done it, guys. Let me tell you. First of all, she could be a 2-cost, 12 power card with just one movement, but as you know, there's a lot of ways to do several movements, making her able to get to 20, 30. I had games where I got her to 40 freaking power, which is just absolutely insane for a 2-cost card. Now, combine this with all the other move cards like Doctor Strange going from a 3 to a 2, Ghost Spider going from a 2 to a 1. Now, obviously, we have two different benefits from this. First of all, we can now move things a lot easier and cheaper and have more flexibility there. But on top of that, this now synergizes with the perfect archetype that was already, kind of a deck, never like tier 1 in bounce. We now have a way to have Beast and Falcon get our 1-cost cards like Ghost Spider and Iron Fist back for 0, or just get to play them again for cheap, even Human Torch, and you can really start to make this deck a huge threat. Now, I'll say this, you're going to hear me talk about it later. Very hard deck to play, but it's much easier than it was before, and it can be hyper competitive if you learn to perfect it. Now, the two most successful decks that I cooked up in a full day of playing were largely the same, with a few core cards swapped out. Mighty Move is going to be focusing on the all-in move aspect, relying on both patience of when to play your key move cards and positioning of said cards to fight against your opponent's strongest lanes, using Dagger, Vulture, and Human Torch for that power. Whereas Boogie Knight is focused on an additional big threat via Werewolf by Night. We have 7 cards that activate the Wolf, with 5 of them being either 0 or 1 cost when bounced back to your hand, making it extremely difficult for your opponent to predict where the power is going, and then most importantly, countering it, right? Shadow King and Shang-Chi, it's tough because the Wolf is bouncing around as well as your cards moving, and we have a lot of options to do so. Now, a couple core notes about the deck. First of all, I like them both. I played both of them for about 4 hours. I played a lot of both of these decks, and I can't decide which one I like. I feel like the more traditional move deck without the Wolf might be slightly better, but I won some crazy games with that one as well. A couple things to know when playing the deck. First of all, listen, guys, I don't know how to drill this in more. Movement is a very hard, not even a hard archetype to play, but most of us have not committed the time it takes to learn the core strategies of positioning and when to play your combo pieces, that you're probably gonna suck. I sucked my first couple hours playing again today, and I play a fair bit of Move, and definitely lost some games that I could have won if I would have played things differently. So just have patience there. And then as far as flex options, Hercules, he got a power point. Do I love Hercules? I did. I liked him at 4-6. Wish he went down a cost. Whatever, that's a different conversation. The thing about Hercules is he makes it even harder to play the deck, but its power potential is that much greater. I played him way more today than I did when he released, as far as just getting more dependability of what lanes to fill up and where to bounce certain cards. But you absolutely do not need to have them. There's plenty of flex options, and I want to go ahead and cover those. Now, first of all, you can go with Werewolf by Night in both decks if you don't have Hercules, which I would say a good chunk of you guys do not. Shang-Chi is a very safe option. Having him there doesn't really matter. You have cheap cards with bounce decks. Heck, the Wolf package loves Shang-Chi because it can bounce to that lane if you need the extra power there. Cloak, if you didn't play that version, can also slot in where Hercules was. Nico Minoru is a perfect card, again, both in the Wolf package and Beast. Bouncing her back and using her effects multiple times with Falcon is just insanely strong if you get the right combos. Kraven, you might have noticed, is not in today's deck. He can be a little wonky as far as like the perfect 12 cards, so I did leave him out. That being said, he works and synergizes with a lot of these cards, and you can make them to pretty stupid good stat lines as well if you want to go with the Kraven route. If you go Kraven, Cloak is usually best with him as well, because you can just get some kind of nutty numbers going with them. But Kraven's definitely worth a flex consideration. Juggernaut and Leech. Now, listen, I hate Leech. Trust me, I cannot stand him. But if other decks are going to play him, this is a good deck to play him there too. I mean, I would stick with the main core group of cards, but he can be played in this deck because you have so much going for you on turn 6, and if you leech them, they're pretty much screwed because you have a lot of mobility. So this is definitely an option if you choose this route as a flex card if you're missing some of the other core components. Now, taking one more look at Mighty Move, a couple things to take into consideration here. First of all is which movement cards do you prioritize? What do you want to do in the early turns? Now, most of what I tried to do with this deck is one of two things. I try to get some movement going on early if I have Beast and Falcon to get these cards back. It's great to go ahead and blow the Ghost Spider, Iron Fist, Human Torch, heck, even Dagger early as long as you can get them back with said cards. Or you have the slow game approach where you're kind of holding on to your cards a bit more, seeing where your opponent's going to play, and then maybe you play an Iron Fist and Vulture if you have that set up. You just be a little bit more careful on your big movement abilities. Other than that, you can maybe build up your cards early, like playing Forge into Torch into Ghost Spider, or Iron Fist into Torch. A couple of play lines you could go in that route. I would say as far as like your biggest win condition cards, if they don't have Killmonger, Human Torch is still probably like the best card that you can go all in on if you have them ready to go with the bounce package to just win. It's stupid hard for your opponent to catch up if you can get Human Torch big enough, fast enough. But other than that, Dagger is definitely your plan B. You can have Torch win one lane, Dagger win the other, and Dagger is very capable of doing just that. Again, it'll take some time when to play these, and obviously playing something like Cloak or having Cloak in your deck comes with the con of not being able to use them after turn 5. But for the most part, you're going to be able to move these cards a lot, and the wins and losses come down to where you play them in your positioning against your opponent's locations that they want to win. Finally, we have Heimdall in the deck as that master last play. If you have Heimdall in your opening hand or you draw him early, just take that into consideration, right? Hercules usually is great on the left side. Play your cards that want to move separated and on the right and middle as long as you play Heimdall. Mapping it all out takes a little bit of practice, but after about an hour, I really got into the swing of things. With our Boogie Knight deck, largely the same strategy outside of, being able to bounce back some cards like Iron Fist, Ghost Spider, Forge, even if you haven't moved anything, just to get Werewolf by Night really cooking and going. Keep in mind, Heimdall played with the Wolf is going to move Werewolf to his location, giving you a good amount of power wherever you play Heimdall. I found this extremely useful a lot of the time. Because typically Heimdall can be very awkward to play. Last thing to keep in mind if you are playing Hercules is don't play something like Ghost Spider in the middle and then Hercules left, because if you move everything with Heimdall, Ghost Spider is simply going to be knocked out of the way, and you're going to see that in my games today, where I do test out both of these decks to pretty great length. And that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to be playing a good amount of move today. I had a ton of fun and lost some games, won some games, but all I know is I'm more dedicated to be playing the archetype now that Dagger is just a much bigger force to be reckoned with. You'll see just the potential she has, and truly, I'm cooking up a couple just tempo decks. I've been talking about a week now about these decks that you don't have to go all in for the movement package. Just playing her one time, you get the 212 or whatever, makes her good enough for me. So we're going to play both decks a good amount. Let's jump in. Alrighty, we have Jotunheim, Iron Fist, and Human Torch to get us started, guys. And I don't think I'm going to do anything quite yet. Let's see what we're playing, where we're playing against. Castle Blackstone makes things a bit more interesting. Ooh, hello. It's always weird playing Forge into Torch, right? Because it's like, what do you do first? I think, like, this is nice if we had Ghost Spider, but we don't. I suppose we can do this to start. Make sure we win. Okay. Get that extra energy. We have Xandar. And there's Dagger. It's like this is awkward because I want to play Herc here. I suppose we could play Herc mid. Make sure we don't lose that. No shot. Oh, baby. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Let's snap. We'll play Fist into... Okay, so technically, Vulture is probably better here. But we know he's going to play cards here. So let's Dagger there. It pops it over there. Do we even use the Ghost Spider now? I don't think so. Because we don't know where it's going to end up, right? That's why we probably do this instead. Because it's just good stats. Nah, let's do this. This is fine. All right. Huge 12. And then it goes to nothing. So funny enough, Vulture would have been 13, but whatever. Yeah, technically we got 13 anyway. All right, so there's that. Bast into Beast. Okay, we have to kind of guess where he's going to play. Oh, okay, okay. So I think we go Falcon into Vulture into Ghost Spider. This is insane. So we're going to pick back up the Forge, the Torch, the Fist. And then we're going to knock the Vulture again to another lane. Now, this guy probably has, like, I don't know, Shadow King in this deck. Okay, so we get these fellas back. Dude, this is insane. No, that'd be less insane, but okay.
I am Iron Man.
I mean, it's on our best lane. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right, I think for sure I do this right here. Right? I think so. We abandoned the hell out of right side. Herc's just gonna knock the Ghost Spider, which whatever. Dude, there's no way he's gonna win this unless he shungs in the middle. And then it's just like a catastrophe. Okay, hit monkey. All right, we got the dubs. Dude, this is a fun deck. It's got some bite. I can't believe... Oh, okay, now I can. I was gonna say, I can't believe he tried to attack that right lane. Even with what we had, but I guess he was gonna kill the Torch, maybe? Either way, beautiful 8-cuber against a Bass deck from the Beast days of Hitmonkey. It's an oldie, but I love it. Maybe they're bringing it back with a new Electra and or Dazzler, but good God, dude. Hercules really held his weight there. And mainly because we got to ramp him out, and that's kind of what it's all about, is his cost, right? Alrighty, guys, so we have Ghost Spider, Hercules, Dagger, Beast to get us going. Third play turn 1. And a little Quantum Realm action, so I guess he regrets that play. Probably a Valkyrie deck. Those are hot right now. Let's get the Dagger down right away. He goes to the Demon. And we have the Ninja. So let's go and Ghost Spider this now. Right? And then we Beast next turn. Can't really play this dude. We could play him middle. For what it's worth. And maybe we do that. But we might get like Iron Fist. So let's hang on to him for now. Alright, Dagger getting massive stats. Golly. Okay, so I think we snap here. Let's bounce these back. We could play Torch probably now, just because we're going to get the Ghost Spider back, and we need to clear our hands so that we can draw at least one. All right, so Valk. All right, well, Annihilus Gamer, here we go. He can't play it either this turn, so that does work for us. I think we go Dagger into Ghost Spider into potentially Forge. Yeah, I don't hate Forge here, but I guess we could just do Ninja into base power. Okay. And then we got the Fisk. We got the Fist. So do we... Hercules. Doctor Strange the Dagger over for some truly stupid numbers. He could do the whole, Annihilus thing, but I think he abandons that ship. Let's just see how stupid we can get Dagger. $32? $38? Oh my god! The two cheap move options to start off, Iron Fist, Ghost Spider, Falcon, Heimdall. Kind of like the ideal hand. Okay. Oh, we got Human Torch. I suppose we hit it with that. Okay. Yeah, the Scorpion player, is this the type of guy that plays Killmonger? It just doesn't matter, though, because of Valley of the Hand. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, this is cracked, right? So we can play Werewolf early, but I'm thinking we go Ghost Spider, take the torch over, zip them all back. That just seems stupid good. Then we snap on that. Okay, hi Evo Gamer. So this is where I don't hate Werewolf by Night. Obviously, like, this is all really good. But I think we do that next turn. So let's do the wolf now. Now, we've kind of gotten what we need, so we could be playing into Nebula's lane if we need to. And there's the Forge. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go... All right, Iron Fist into Human Torch, into Ghost Spider, into Forge. This guy's gonna have no bloody idea what to do. We do have the Vulture now, but this guy's got the Nebula. He's depending on the Nebula. There's no way he Killmongers us, and we're just gonna have Heimdall do the shake depending on where we need to go here. And then this is where it's like super nice to have Wolf and his power, because we need like another release valve. I mean, obviously Dagger's that too. But Torch is gonna definitely have the grapes to punch up to anything. And look at that. One turn, essentially. We got Werewolf by Night way up there in power. And then we got the Beast who does nothing. Okay, so... I'm thinking, guys... So if we play this here, we kind of... win everything, right? It's kind of like, where does he play? And I think ultimately this is what I like the most. Yeah, he played left. Let's go. It's Sentry. He threw right hardcore. Yeah, there's just no world we lose this because the Human Torch pulling the heavy lifting. 64 power. How about that in the middle? And then we pop back over there. There we go. I mean, hey, if it's not Dagger, it's Torch, and that's kind of the beauty of the deck, right? 64. Like, Torch does so much of the heavy lifting, but Dagger is so much safer now. So Forge, Human Torch, and Cloak to get us going. This is one of the few times we love playing the Forge into Human Torch. We also have the Cloak to move them, so that's good too. We got a high Evo Gamer. Sokovia, no! That's fine. Who did he lose? Cyclops? That's okay. Okay, let's get down the Torch now. Then we're going to Cloak, probably. But we also have Falcon to just do that all over again. And then Muir Island. Hello. I kind of think we Falcon now. Then we play Forge, Human Torch, and Cloak all together. Sad. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay. Forge, Human Torch, Cloak here. And then we beast them all up. Okay. We like it. We like it. Okay, let's see. Let's go. I mean, what's not to love about that? We have 2 spare energy. I think we snap here too. This torch is going up to a gazillion. Then we're getting them all back, bouncing them back. We now have Ghost Spider to throw into the equation.
It's clobbering time.
We're fine with that. Oh, that's got to make him mad. He already roped to the end of the turn, but that's the least of our worries. Look at this 0-12, man. That's what I call the human torch. No, we don't want that. Does he end? There's no way he ends his own limbo. We have everything we kind of need now. Then we go torch there. This hits him somewhere else. And we just hope that somewhere else isn't over here. This is so good, right? This is crazy. This is like a turn 6 play, like, or into the gameplay, and I kind of did it early. I was too eager. I was too excited to get a 56. It did land in the location that we didn't want him to, but that's okay. Okay, well, great. I guess we can play these two together. So, if we want all 3 of these to move, we put this here, this here. I don't think he's beating this. Unless he's got a way, he's probably out of here. Unless he has a way to kill my torch, which I doubt it. We move everything over there. We fake him out. And then we just win by pure raw power. What are we putting over here? 11, 20? I guess if he has the Hulk, man, and that Hulk can move, he's going to win. All right, cool. Didn't let us finish it out. A little bit of a bummer. He roped every turn. I can't stand you as a player. But there we go. We got ourselves the dub. Playing the guy. And with Vulture, Doctor Strange, Heimdall, Hercules to start us off. Not cooking with much. We got Doctor Strange. We can move all the squirrels. What's up? But probably not. Let's go ahead and skip the turn. Beast is decent. Dagger's got a lot of value with Central Park. Mount Vesuvius. Hello. And Vulture. All right. Well, let's get Vulture down now. The Dagger does finally come out. Let's Doctor Strange that to the middle. We're going to play Dagger right here. Order of operations. If we would have gone first, that would have been sick for the Vulture, but that's okay. We now have our Dagger. We've got all of our cheap cards, too. And then we've got our Hercules. So I think... this seems really cool. Because we play Heimdall right. We move everything to the left. He's high rolling. Hits a scar, okay. So this is, oh man, this is really cool. So he can't escape either. Let's see if we can win this though. If we just play Heimdall, all these move, we win left. Doing the quick math here, 1, 2, done. Listen, when you Heimdall, you don't do the math. We've done the math though. I mean, we're gonna have a good amount of power. We're gonna beat him in the mid. Left side's gonna have a healthy chunk too. Let's see what he's got. Okay, he put a lot over there. We're looking great, guys. We are looking fantastic. Beautiful. Get that squirrel out of here. And then here's Dagger with a clutch plus 12, making it 20 for a perfect play there. When this maths out, which you gotta know, listen, yesterday on an OTA, I said Electro got a 50% change. It's 100%. I'm the last guy to say math. But if you can learn some math, or you just click and say F it, then you're going to love move. Okay, all right. We've got Iron Fist, Ghost, Spider, and Forge now. Let's get the Forge going over here. I'm a little worried about Clintar, but we'll see what we can do. We don't hate it. After you play this, replace that location. Add a little protection there, maybe. Maybe not. Kind of stupid. But let's hang on to our Nico for now. Okay, kind of weird, but we can handle it. Human Torch with Forge, obviously really good. And we have the Kyra to play into that. So we'll go Human Torch, and we'll zip that into probably the middle. And then play a little Nico, yeah? Okay, we got the Dagger. Hello. Let's snap now. I think we play Kyra. And then Iron Fist. Let's start with that. If we do nothing and just play Heimdall, I think we're really good, but we don't have them yet. So let's see what else we can get. Okay, that guy played Cyclops on Clintar, turn 4. Throwing. Unless he wanted just to play that play to get me down a little bit. There's the Heimdall. Hello. Okay, so to me, this seems really cracked, right? Because we just play Heimdall and win a lot of lanes at once. I guess there could be some pro-Xing shenanigans, which would actually suck. Yeah, I think we are looking pretty good, guys. I mean, we're going to put all 3 there. I think we actually abandon this right lane and just kick all this stuff to the left. And then you've got Dagger hopefully getting up to decent levels. I mean, she's -1 at the moment. Not great, but it only takes one other card in the middle to get her up to at least a 5. With the Heimdall, we're getting a little Kyra action. I don't see how we lose this. I guess he could go super big Hulk in the middle. Ow! This is when it's like, oh, I'm bad at math. Do I win? But at least we grab that pretty good. We get the 2 from Dagger, taking 17. We got the dubs. The Shadow King hurt. That did a lot to us, but we still managed to get the dub. It didn't play Hulk, played the Cyclops and Clintar, so, you know, probably not the best play, but we still won. And that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, let me know by subscribing down below. It means a ton to help build up the channel as we continue to grow and just have a good time playing Marvel Snap. I'll be putting all the deck codes in the description down below if you're looking for those, and as always, until the next one, happy snapping.